It was last fall that we spoke with Haley Rempel. Haley is a flute player, or flutist, or flautist, however you prefer. She was at the time presenting a musical tribute called Music for Moms.
Well, Haley has another musical project. This one is called The Men Behind the Music, Bach, Handel, and Mozart. That DVD has just been released online, and Haley is our guest today.
Hello, Haley. Can we, how about we take a step back and touch on Music for Moms? That went well?
Oh, absolutely. The experience of performing that show was so fulfilling for me on many different levels, actually. Of course, personally, there was this huge fulfillment in sharing what my mom meant to me and all of these thoughts and feelings that I had. And then also just to see the effect it had on the audience members. I mean, I had people coming up to me afterward in tears, Al. It was incredible, telling me that, you know, the show brought back memories of their mother or another person that they had that they lost to cancer. And so that was really one of the most gratifying things for me about the show. And then on a third level, I was able to donate almost $5,000 toward cancer research, which was something I felt so proud and so fortunate to be able to do. It was incredible.
Well, parents can play a big role in the formation and interest in a person's, music abilities, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt. I know it's true in my case.
Let's not necessarily shift gears, but focus on something new for you, and that's another video, and this one's called The Men Behind the Music, Bach, Handel, and Mozart. Sounds like a fun experience. Well, an enlightening and broadening experience.
Yeah, I hope so. This, The Men Behind the Music, was actually the first show, the premiere production done by my production company, Aurelia Productions. So it was actually debuted last June. And this was a project that I had been wanting to do for literally years, that I first came up with the idea in a practice room, an old musty practice room at Yale University one day. And basically where the idea came from is that I started to study the lives of composers, as most music students do, and what I found is that they led interesting, fascinating lives. And so I started to do my own research that was geared less toward the academic nature of the courses that I was taking and more toward their personalities and basically, you know, what could have sparked this ingenious music that they wrote. And it led me down this fascinating path, which was just so much more than what I expected, to be honest. And I found that these guys, they led fascinating lives that were, in many cases, similar to the Beatles, Elvis Presley, Mick Jagger, contemporary pop stars that we know of, and that they dealt with the same things in their lives, right? Conflict and love affairs and in some cases, alcohol problems and drug problems and all of these things that would have had a profound effect on the music that they wrote. And so this is really what I wanted to study. And kind of the more I read, the more I wanted to read. And then what I would do is share some of these fascinating tidbits with audience members after my shows. I would get a chance to chat with some of my audience members, and I loved the reaction I got, Al. It was incredible. These people were fascinated, and their eyes grew wide, and they wanted to hear more and more. And I just saw how their perception of the music changed in knowing all of this background information. It was fascinating for me and just so wonderful. So I decided to myself that I wanted to make it my goal to share these types of facts with all of the people in my audience, not just the ones that I was lucky enough to chat with after the show.
Thanks, Haley. We reached Haley Rempel at her home in Winnipeg. The Men Behind the Music, Bach, Handel, and Mozart, has just been released online. We also have a gift pack from Haley, a gift pack of that musical special for you. Call now.